Hi guys. Does the AEC ensure that electronic registration is recorded in real time so that people can't vote more than once?
Right. So for this referendum, Senator, every pre-poll vote was marked off on an electronic certified list. In fact, I think I'm safe in saying for this election more Australians were marked off with an electronic certified list than ever before. I think we had
and that's in real time. So if it's marked off in one booth, then can't be marked off again? It'll
ping up in another booth. Now, just to be clear though, Senator, no Australian is prevented from voting. So even if they went into another centre, I'm talking pre-poll, and a mark flagged on the electronic certified list, they would not be denied the vote, but they would be asked to complete a declaration vote so we could examine that issue after the event. A number of those machines are then repurposed for other activities on polling day, including in polling places.
So technically you can still vote twice and then you get picked up later?
That's exactly right. Just while I've got the pulpit though, because it's important, the next event we've already scheduled to go from 5,000 electronic certified lists to 10,000 electronic certified lists. So given we hit the halfway mark with the number of people voting, Senator, as a percentage, half the electorate were marked off with electronic certified lists. It'll be bigger again next time. So, in the very long term, I'm presuming that we'll get to the point that all lists will be electronic certified lists.
Okay, thank you. That's enough. So, given then that people can vote twice, but it's electronically registered, do you then run reports at the end of each election, referendum, whatever, by electorate, let's say, showing how many people voted more than once?
We have a whole process, Senator, where we do exactly that. We investigate apparent multiple marks. On the paper certified list that we use to mark people off, many of the issues that emerge tend to be clerical errors where the wrong person has been marked off, the wrong person has been...
Yeah, that's fine. I'm more interested in just the public reporting of the number of people that vote more than once.
Absolutely.
So that is publicly reported?
Well, it's publicly known. We've actually answered, normally at the Joint Standing Committee, we normally talk about those issues in some detail.
But do you actually just, put out a report, here's the electorate, 500 people voted twice? For 151 electorates?
I'd have to check. It might even be in our election report that we put to the J scheme. I can't remember, Senator, but if it's not, it's never been a secret. At this committee, we've read that out previously for electoral events. So.
Sure. I'd just like to get a feel for how many people do vote twice.
It is a very small number.
Tiny number.
Yeah, that's fine. It's small, but what's more, 50, 500, or 5,000? I mean, that's it's a relative term. Look, I had people send me AEC job descriptions to say that AEC staff may be required to store ballots in their homes. Is this correct or not? Was that fake news?
Well, Senator, I know you're racing through these. These are important questions. Let me go back to the previous question. The incidence of multiple voting in Australian elections is, as I've said previously, vanishingly small. There are a number of people that multiple vote. The vast majority of those that multiple vote, I'm just going back in history, elderly or have English as a second language issues, but the number are infinitesimally small. For a very small number of individuals at the end of each election, we refer them to the Australian Federal Police, and the Australian Federal Police do further investigations. So that's the answer to that question, very small.
I might just add, just because someone might vote more than once doesn't mean that all of those votes are actually admitted to the count. So some of those votes, as the Commissioner was saying, are provisional votes or postal votes, and they won't be admitted to the count if we can already detect that the person has already voted. So,
yeah, sure.
And further than that, in the history of Australia, there's never been an election or a by-election where the level of apparent multiple voting has ever come close to impacting on the result.
And that's fine. I'm used to seeing reports.
No, but just important that be on the record so we have that understanding.
And that's all I'm asking.
Ripper.
Yeah.
Authorised G. Rennick, LNP Chermside.